Yeah, that was a, no, it was that danger, logging is very dangerous. And I've lived all the years that I've worked in the woods, and Bud used to fall timber.
Yeah, I almost got killed one time the same way. It's a real steep bluff. We fell a bunch of redwoods and stuff on this bluff, and there was one tree right up on the peak, and I was working with a guy named Buck. Oh, yeah. And he wasn't too sharp anyway, but he said, I'll go up there. I said, I'll buck these here. And he said, I'll go up there and we'll fall that tree before we go home. Put a undercut in it and wait for you. But it leaned out like this. And I don't know what. I was bucking this log and I guess I had sense enough to watch out for him, you know. And he put his undercut in and he started to ring it, and that old tree just split and fell and knocked all them logs above me loose, and they were bounding 20 foot in the air. And there was a little bit of a ditch run down the hill there, and I jumped. I just threw my chainsaw away, and I jumped in that ditch, and them logs went over the top of me and on down the canyon.
Oh, man.
And,
you never ever told me that. But.
And he came running down there screaming for me, and I wouldn't answer him. I guess he thought he'd kill me. Oh my God, Bud, you know. And I never answered him. Finally, I said, "What the hell you doing?" Pulling that tree down on top of me, you know. And it came sliding down along with it. Just lucky, there wasn't much of a ditch. It was 2 or 3 foot deep, but I just threw myself down lengthways in it, and them logs and everything went right on past me. It kind of scared me.
Well, I guess it would have scared you, but yeah.
If I'd have had any room, I'd have run, you know, but I couldn't run.
Yeah.
Nowhere to get away from.
No, hell no. You just had a place to go and you went there. You had range enough to do that.
Yeah, I probably wouldn't.
Yeah.
Slowing ahead today, I wouldn't think of it.
You know, Bud.
He was sheriff of
Chief of Police
in Cloverdale after that for years.
Oh, yeah.
In Cloverdale. But that's steep, you know, that country down there towards the coast is pretty steep country.
Oh, I know it, yeah.
You know, up where you live, the mountain's 8 miles to the top. There's not so far down there, but it's
straight up and down.
Straight up and down.
Yeah.
Lots of shale rock and stuff.
Yeah.
Whatever, yeah.
Now you got stories to tell here, fellas. Talk into this microphone. Talk into this microphone.
I was just entertaining Doug there.
Yeah, well, Doug, it's time for you to tell another story here, and I know you're full of them.
I don't know what you've already told, see, so I gotta be kind of careful.
Well,
it might be different than the one that was already told. See?
My conscience is clear. Go right ahead, Doug.
History.
Yeah.
You tell them about when we used to ride down and see old Cy Price's daughter?
But now it was you that was going down to see Cy Price's daughter. It's a little different, your age and mine.
I'd see old Andy's horse there tied to an apple tree. I'd just go home, you know.
You know, I was kind of thinking of a story about you that was told to me, and I don't know how true it is, but it sounded pretty good. about an old fellow that we used to know. That you circled this one fellow's house, and his wife come out, and he was going to go rodeoing with her. And she come out, but so did he. And Bud says, "Hi, Freddie."
Yeah.
And the other fellow wouldn't leave. I guess he wanted to talk to Freddie anymore. The old Chip wouldn't drive off.
But Bud was saying, drive on.
Drive on. Chip wouldn't leave. Is this true, Bud, or part of it true?
Yeah, it has to be true.
Well, old Chip, he'd elaborate a little, you know what I mean?
Dad and I was laughing about that the other day. It wasn't very long ago. We was talking about that story.
Well, she left old Freddie and went to Stockton or something, and we were down there rodeoing. we thought we'd stop and say hello.
Yes, bud.
Freddie was there, see? And,
Too bad we couldn't have old Hot there. He'd make all these stories look
Yeah.
like nothing.
Yeah, he didn't hurt a story, did he?
Well, you know, he wouldn't deliberately ruin a good story for sticking to the facts.
No,
then there was old Ray Wilburn and Warren Stockton was building a fence down there. Remember that? They were driving these posts with a big wooden mallet. Remember how they used to sharpen them and
Yeah.
bevel the top, and then had the plank with legs on it. And
Yeah.
you walked up there. And
hammer.
old Warren was kind of cross-eyed, so Ray was holding the post, and he thought he'd be funny. He told old Warren, he said, "You always hit where you look, Warren." Warren said, "You goddamn right." Oh, Ray said, "You better get somebody else to hold this post in, because one of your eyes is looking at the top of my head."
Which eye was Warren using when he would look at the
I don't know. But it made Warren mad, and he walked all the way home. He walked up Mud Creek and went home.
He was cross-eyed.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll tell you a story about Warren. I was working up in there on Auburn Creek, logging with a set of wheels, pulling wheels, and Warren come up there to help us. And I didn't want him there because he wasn't able to work in the woods like we were working. And I took after him. We were good friends. There was a big old fir stump there, and I took after him with the bulldozer, and he jumped up on that stump. And I went round and round and round that stump with that D7 cat with a set of wheels behind it. And then I took off, and Warren took off. He told him, he says, "That damn Andrew Burgess is going to kill somebody," he said. All I was trying to do was save his life. And that was, I didn't want him there because I was afraid he would get hurt. He was a great person, Warren
Yeah, he
was.
was a good old boy.
Yep, he was.
He'd stop and haul me to the Alderpoint to dances. I'd go down there and dance all night, and he'd take me home.